What's up guys, it's Coach Reeves back with another equipment review. So today I'm going to go over the Theragun. I think this is a very popular item that people are using in commercial gyms, home gyms, private gyms, college gyms. So this is something that people are very curious about and a lot of people are starting to buy. So I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion on the Theragun. This is the G3 Pro. So I believe they have a new one that has more of like a touch screen display back here, where mine just has the buttons. I have 3 of these. So 2 are here, 1 is at my other location. And before I had these, I had the first version of the Theragun. So we'll just talk about this version of it. I won't mention anything of the first version. If you guys have any questions about that one, let me know and I'll give you guys information on that. So first thing I'll talk about is just what the gun is good for. So you turn the gun on, and what you do is you can use it on different parts of your body to prepare the tissue for the workout, right? So you can Theragun every part of your body. So it's a pretty useful tool. It does help loosen things up, helps prime the system up a little bit. From a noise standpoint, you guys can hear. That's the first setting, the high setting, and there's the low setting. So with this gun, there's gonna be noise, right? It's like an electric drill, so it's gonna be loud to some certain extent. And all I know is the Theragun, because that's what I've owned, but I have been around Hyperice, they're a little bit more quiet and have a much like less deep sound, I guess, but they're more quiet for sure, no doubt. How this gun is held up, so far it's been okay. The 2 that I have here are holding up pretty well. There's little pieces that are starting to come apart. So you guys can see right there is starting to peel off a little bit. And I have another one at my other gym where all through here is all ripped up and coming apart. So that one looks pretty bad compared to these. From a functional standpoint, they still work just as good as they did when I purchased them. The only issue that I have is if you see this battery can move. So oftentimes athletes will be using this and it'll just stop and they assume the battery's dead. But what happens is the battery loses connection and it shuts the Theragun down. So that is an issue that I'm having. Another issue that happens is this little plastic insert right here, and 3 of these pieces has fallen out. So an athlete will be using it and this just flies off. So that's another issue. Another issue, the battery charging ports, which is like a small little cube, and I'll show you guys in a second. I have 3 of them and 2 of them no longer work, so only 1 works. So charging the guns is a little bit of an issue. If it's for personal use, you just put the gun on the charger when you're done with it, but it is nice to have a backup battery if when you're using it, you know, the battery dies and you're just starting to get warmed up and you need the gun, you can grab your other battery. We don't really have that option anymore because the little charging cubes are broken. One of them's working. You know, those are the main issues, and these guns cost $600, so that's what I paid for each of these guns. And for $600, you wouldn't expect those little things to be happening, right? You'd expect a little bit better quality, you know, making sure that these things are all secured properly, because it could be an issue in a commercial gym if this flies off and hits somebody in the eye or something like that. So it's kind of a big issue, and then the battery is also a big issue. And here's the charging port that I was talking about, guys. So 2 of these don't work anymore, so they're not functional, so I just have a bunch of extra batteries laying around that I can't charge or really use. So that's what this looks like if you guys will. The Theragun comes with many different types of attachments. It has like a small attachment, a big attachment. I think they call them like soft dampers or something like that. It has like a little triangle type cone attachment. So there are different options to be able to get your different parts of your body and release certain parts of tissue with that if you're really sore or kind of sore, or whatever tool you may need to get into smaller spaces. It comes with that, which is nice. And like I said, it also comes with an extra battery and that charging cord and a little charging station. So it comes equipped with some cool options. Do I recommend the Theragun? Probably not. For $600, I think you could go buy 2 I think you could buy 2 Hyperices for one price of a Theragun. So I would probably go back and buy a Hyperice. I think they have the same type of backing from their customer support. So the answer is no, I don't recommend the Theragun. It's fallen apart. There's been so many issues, the charging issue, and maybe Hyperice has the same issues. I just don't know because I don't own one. So if you guys have one and are experiencing the same issues with Hyperice, let me know in the comments below, and I'll look up a different company and try something new with that. And I know some people will comment, oh, why don't you just go buy a saw and put the attachment on there. I do own a private training facility. People come in here and pay a lot of money to be here. So I wanted to buy something that is professional and actually meets the purpose, because if the attachment flies off of that gun, a client could get hurt, get damaged by that, right? So I don't want any of those issues. Theragun is made for this. Hyperice is made for this. So if you're a do-it-yourself guy, yeah, you can go buy a plug-in drill and put an attachment on there and it does the same thing. They're gonna be super loud, but if you're at home, it doesn't matter. So, honest opinion, no, don't buy the Theragun. I'd try something else, see what other companies are out there, look up other reviews, but the Theragun just has so many issues for its price. All right, guys, thanks for tuning into today's video. Hopefully it helped you decide whether you want to buy a Theragun or go with another company. If you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see next, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to put a lot of cool content up. I have probably about $20,000 worth of equipment coming because I just opened up a second location. So I'll do a review on those. Got new pro style dumbbells, new plates, new bars. I've got anchors coming, which I know that I haven't seen any reviews on it, so I'm going to do one of those, and a lot of other cool tools, bench blocks, things like that. So I'll put up some more reviews for you guys. And again, if you have anything you want to see, let me know and I'll see if it fits in the budget. I can buy it and try to review it for you guys. All right, take care.